9-minute time vortex yesterday. That was just crazy. It was 9 minutes to the opening bell. I started talking briefly about something, and then it was 30 seconds to the opening bell. What the hell? I must have been just blabbering. I wonder if any of that was useful information. I went into like autonomous blabber mode. I went to a coma. That was really weird. Fuck, yeah, Jesus Christ. Was I saying anything useful? I mean, good God. Probably not. I have to go back on that and check it out. Like, there's like this whole, like, I'm recording, like, every morning, but like, there's this strange 8 minutes where Evan's just like, it's all on video, We're going to go back. These are the times in which he went 150 years into the future and was, time vortexing. Wow. I just wasted another. Well, okay, see, that one only lasted 30 seconds. Some things, I think, time flies when you're having fun, Some things are just too exciting, too cool. What do you guys think of like have you heard of what's called shadow banning? Social media platforms. So like what you say won't be promoted and you won't even know that because it contains words or phrases or information that the platform deems should not be pushed out to people with the same, how is that equality? Like, I don't get that. Equality unless it's unfair to them, And then they're like, don't even mention equality. Let's bring back this talk about equality, All right, that time flew fast. See, that was 2 minutes right there. Time vortex on equality. All right, I am streaming over there, streaming over here. Let's go over the market. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. This morning, so we're already indicating downward markets, and oil is up at about $111 a barrel, just popped from 109 to 111. 109 is already above yesterday's high, and so that is also pushing the energy sector up. So only sector moving up this morning really is energy. Let's see where rates are. Rates are moving up back to 3 already. It's like all the way back to 3, as if yesterday didn't even happen. Consequently, growth and the S&P 500 are dropping. The Dow is dropping, but not quite so aggressively. So industrials, financials, base materials are holding up a little bit better. And what do I have? XLF financials also moving down. Interesting. Staples holding a little bit stronger as well. So industrials and staples may be the strong havens today, and tech growth seem to be pulling back. I haven't seen that correction. Yeah, there it is. There's a blip on communication. Okay, yeah. So that's what we have going on today. Growth pulling back, value holding. That's a bit of a rotation day. So it's like taking profits and moving it into the ATM machine, which is defensives. Good morning, everybody on TikTok. If you'd like to come check out our trading group, just click the link over in my bio. All right. Or if you'd like to learn how to trade. Oil next resistance 116. We'll see if that holds. It might just blast right through that. Gold, that's true. Gold shot up to 1910. It was down to a 1890-ish at the high yesterday. But yeah, overnight it's gone up into the almost 1910 area. Right now it's about 1900. So gold moving along. Let me take a look at that gold chart as a matter of fact. All right, well, that could easily be a pullback in a downtrend, just like, in fact, it is somewhat matching the market right now. Let's move. We are indicating to open across growth in the markets in the upper half of yesterday's candle. So that's good. That's some strength. We certainly don't want to lose the upper half of yesterday's candle. So watch out for the level around 320. We don't want to see 320. In fact, 321. We should bounce off 321 at worst. We need to hold yesterday's 50% level. It may even be around 322. So those three, 322, it'd be great to hold above. 321, it's not looking good. We break 320, and we're reclaiming the entire day's progress yesterday. So watch your assets and be quick to sell what you've got if it's not following through, because it may not follow through. However, there could be some shakeout in there, so make sure you give yourself some buffer range. And now, zooming into our stock tickers this morning, we've got HYMC, which is up from $1.35, hitting almost $2. That's a decent move. ICPT, again, is being active. This was one of the ones that was active earlier this year or last year. It was closed at about 16, and it hit 24 pre-market. It's now at 19, so it's pulled back. We're also watching BTTX, which continues to make moves. And let's go over to Redbox for a second. If Redbox continues to hold this $657 area, this whole level there, that's an accumulation area. Until it fails out on you, and then you should cut. That's an accumulation area for Redbox to pop again. But it may not, but we'll see, because it's not a good sign. If my graph on the bottom right, it's not a good sign to have price action in the bottom half of any kind of progress candle, and that's what's happening the last 2 days on Redbox. So Redbox might be dead box right now. The other one is SIMO, SIMO, and we're watching that very carefully as well. Because they've had a good earnings reaction, and they were at about 81 yesterday, and they hit 105 pre-market. So and right now they're touching about 99. So that could really run today, apparently. Is the S&P bullish today? No, I just went over all that. Shop had bad ER. Is it a short potential? Of course. You just have to wait the 10 minutes. For ER, it's best to do a 10-minute range, 10-minute opening range. You could do it on a 5, but I wouldn't go any shorter than that. So, Mr. M, just use the 5-minute or the 10-minute range, and then take whichever way it goes. Will you look at Freeport McMoran? Let's see. Yeah, that's not in good shape. That's not a good opportunity. HYMC starting to move up, says Mike. HYMC is now hitting $1.91. It is moving up nicely. and that's a pivot break on HYMC, but it is a pre-market new high in pre-market, but the after hours high yesterday was $1.98, so it needs to break the $2 level, HYMC. Yeah, man. So click the link in my bio if you want to learn. So we're looking to see if HYMC will break 2, and if it does, that will be blue skies above. Well, let me check. Now, it's not blue skies above, but that's where the most resistance is going to be. If it can get over 230, then it's really blue sky. Okay. This is something that formerly popped. So this is a previous spiker, which spiked for a couple days in a row once, and then rested, and then spiked for 2 days in a row once, and then rested, pulled back, broke down, pulled back, and now it's spiking again. And every time it spikes, it goes higher. So this has a chance for that, and that would be a move over $3.10. Right now it's at $1.90. So there could be a big move baking in here on HYMC. I don't know what it's all about, but hey, it's moving. No, thanks. No, that was on screen. Just saw a vid on YouTube. Thanks, man. Swing trade XLR real estate puts. Nah. Yeah, I don't. The timing on that, what could be way off. Like, what if the real estate market just chops this whole summer? What if it drops next year? Can you really wait till next year to make 20 or 50% gains? You need your money working for you. You can't, if you're not compounding your gains, you're 1 year less poor, 1 year more poor in the long run. You got to be compounding your gains. If you see a trade, it needs to come to fruition within a month or two. Otherwise, you need your money always working for you. Oh, El Puno says he made a killing on HYMC in the past. Okay, cool. All right, we got 2 minutes and 50 seconds until the open. Oh, wow, I never even alerted anybody to come in. They have 2.5 minutes to get in here. Well, yeah, Anthony, that'd be awesome, and happy to help you. You'll start to get the sense of that. How many of you now, after being with me, because I always press this point, how many of you now are focusing more on performance, on making sure what you're getting into doesn't just sit there and rot? How many of you have cut positions because they just weren't going anywhere? It wasn't that you lost money and you didn't even make very much, but you cut them because you need to push your money into something that's performing better. Good. Yes. That's so important, So yeah, you'll, Josh, or whoever that was, I forgot your names already, Anthony. You'll get a sense for that hanging around us. That you can't just have your money sit and rot. It's got to be doing something. That doesn't mean you have to force trade, and it can sit around for a month or two. That's fine, so long as what you're waiting for is going to make up for all that. Yeah, and it's all about that damn capital preservation. Absolutely. Buy stocks going up. I know. It's not so easy, right, Carl? I mean, you trained and ingrained for so long to try to be bottom fishing. That's just the worst, because things that aren't confirmed going up don't go up, as aren't as probable to go up as things that are already going up. So that's what makes bottom fishing hard. It's, more of a long shot, 1 in 10. You're just going to lose money 9 out of 10 times. You can't do that to your money. It's already hard enough when they're going up. It's already hard enough to get the continuation when they're going up, right? Why fuck around with, with bottom fishing, which isn't even confirmed? Awesome. Awesome, Carl. Cool. All right. 3 seconds to the open. Watching HYMC. We're going to see if some volume builds up and maybe it can break through 2. Got alert on Robinhood. I want to take a look at that. Robinhood is an entry if it goes up. It's not going up now. It's going down at the open. It would be an entry if it was going up. Where's BTTX? BTTX is hanging around 240. Yeah, sorry, it's so tiny, but that's how I'm able to watch more opportunities. And SIMO, we're watching SIMO. So anyway, Robinhood not signaling an entry. And HYMC pulling back to the 185 level. All right, let's see if anything else is happening then. Apple's at 163.94. Potentially pulling up at the open a little bit. I might take that opportunity to unload my option on it. I'm going to do that now. Dumping at a positive. CCJ. Okay, I'm on that. Wow. HDSN blasted past my breakout point on good earnings. That's a buyable gap up. HDSN, that's an entry. I know it's a huge gap, but if after 5 minutes it's breaking to the upside, HDSN will be an entry or swing trade. Trade. Okay, FTNT. Gonna have to look at FTNT. Out first. All right, so HYMC totally failed out. FTNT. No, not moving much on FTNT. COM, COMM. Decent looking. Around 200,000 volume. Oh, it's already halted. COMM halted. COMM halted to the upside. Could be something going on there. BTTX is trying again. Maybe Forge will come back down to 28, somewhere around there, and that would be a buy. No, BTTX is seemingly crapping out. selling off. Here comes SIMO, SIMO. That seems to be finding some resistance. AUST starting to pop. If AUST can get over 575, the next break is going to be over 6, and it looks good from there. AUST. This is the OST type of stock, yeah. Be careful on that. Oh, what the hell is up with those? But they typically, so far, based on OST, they just flatten. Just dead cat, no bounce. There we go. I got an alert on SIMO. Yep. Silicon Motion Tech. Does not have very much consistency after the gap up on SIMO, so interested in that right now. Maybe on the follow through. Checking out WCC. That's been a long waited for break on WCC, indicating with a very high volume. WCC. Doing 44. That's 0.5% per day. That's not good enough. So no alert on WCC. No entry. Okay, that clears those up. BON. Keep an eye on COM. That'll be coming over the halt shortly. BON. BON spiked from 530 to 750 pre-market, but is pulling back now to about 5.6 and it's halting downward almost. Don't want that. Nicola, something's happened on Nicola. Nicola is moving from 710 to 810, and it does not seem to be stopping. NKLA. Potential day trade on that one. It had a positive earnings report of some kind. You know, it's just good guidance, I suppose. Okay, COM has opened. It opened at 8 and is now hitting 812. COMM. Nicola is pulling back to 7.8, which is more than 50% of the push. Not a good sign. But only 25% if you include pre-market. Still a good sign. So somewhere between not a good sign and a good sign. So somewhat neutral. There may not be a good trade there. COM is crapping out now. We're at 785. Let's see what's going on with a run. That's another one that's run. Nah, there's nothing going on there. Starbucks, if it can break above yesterday's high, it'll be a long entry for an ER continuation play. Son M starting to move. Come on, Mike, when those happen. Yes, Son M starting to move a little bit. I don't know if it's on good enough volume, though. COM now nearly halting to the downside. You don't want to be in COM, COMM. Feed on trading view. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, SysX hitting 10.3 cents now. My entry was 0.05 cents. So 5 cents, it's now hitting 10 cents. I'm up 75% on SysX. Hopefully some of you got X in the penny stock trades. All right, just looking at things here. If anything needs to be adjusted. So how many of you get into positions for swing trades or, whatever they are? It could be a penny stock, it could be a bigger stock, but either way, you can hold it for many days, right? That's the idea. It's a swing trade of some kind. And how many of you get in those and hold on, CYN is moving that. We know that that's been a previous spiker. See what's, woo, CYN really moving from 320 to 367. It's now pulled back to 360. YN. All right, if it can't get above yesterday's high, then it will not improve. And this is more of an out than an in. Want to already be in CYN around 320. This is the exit area. So what I was saying is, how many of you, in those swing trades, right? And then you experience a loss one day. It doesn't have to be a loss like a realized loss. The opposite of a gain, not an actual realized loss, but an unrealized loss. Okay, that's got you worried. How many of does that happen to anybody? So you get into a swing trade, and then something, and then it, pulls back on you, and the amount to you is disturbing, and it bothers you, and it seems like too much. Happen to anybody? Okay, Mac, that's good. Remember, and I said minus 40%. So that times vary, yeah. So what that tells you is that you should be in more positions with less size. That's an indication that your sizings are too big for you, for your risk level, and probably more, your subconscious knows more about the long-term effects of risk than your conscious does. So if you're being emotionally bothered, upset, frustrated, annoyed at the size of a loss, a pullback that you're experiencing, then that's what's going on. You're sizing too big for you and your money. Like that's what it is. Because you need to be able to weather pullbacks that are just fine, if they're just fine, you know. And more often than not, have you ever been in one of those trades? You got out because it was a pullback like that, and then the next day it continued, and you're like, shit. That's because you oversized. Yeah, twee. Oh yeah, twee's at the top on my system. Okay, good. That's because you've oversized, and you need to size down a little bit, maybe a lot, and regularly. Like, in other words, should have known going in to go smaller on that, so that all your positions are comfortable. You should be able to sit through pullbacks that are fine if they're a healthy pullback. Healthy pullback would be a pullback on lower volume. By the way, we have class tonight, and we're going to be going over, I forget what it is, but I'll remember before class. And maybe we can talk a little bit about this too. I know it's something I don't think we've ever talked about that. Maybe once or twice. How to use your emotions to figure size, to double check your size. Yeah, Yuon is moving, Mr. M, but not on projected end of day increased volume versus the selling that's been going on lately. So there's more sellers in that stock than there is buyers, and that's not going to work. Oh, Jim Cramer, that's funny. Oh yes, it is. Who's asking that? F. Koshi, Fukoshi. Yeah, Fukoshi. My dad was Bill Evans. That is correct. If you're ever in Texas, find me and we'll have a drink, man. You were up 3,300 on SPY put last week, and now you're down 1480. Well, yesterday, Anthony, when the Fed announced the rates, a lot of volatility was released in the market, and the market went up. So, that was the moment to drop your puts. Except now here we are today, the market is dropping. Looks like we are holding that 322 level on the QQQ. So far, we're safe. This drop does not look too great. But if we can hold 322, great. If we can hold 321, okay. Hold 320. There goes CYN. Yeah, Anthony. Also, you should risk less if that's a big deal. And also, anytime you have a big gain, it should never go negative on you. You have to at least, what I mean by that is you have to at least exit at break even. Don't ever let a positive gain turn negative. Every rule has its exceptions, but that's a good general rule. Roz, the only reason he thinks that is because you used to think that too. You know it. That's why I always say, always listen to a hypocrite. Always. They're the best people to listen to. The hypocrites are the best because they've been there. They know what they did wrong. Like somebody who's like a smoker is what I'm talking about, and says, don't smoke. And yet they smoke. Listen to them. They fucking know what they're talking about. Do you smoke? You know. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thanks, Carl. Let's see if anything else is popping here. RSI, I'm getting information. RSI moved from 648 to 748, but the volume is too low. But it is moving. CYN continuing to run. CYN. Boom, boom, boom. Op fee. Okay, STZ. Wow, big projected end of day volume on STZ. This is a swing 100 entry STZ. Beverages, alcoholic beverages, STZ. UAN. I think I've been waiting for that one for a while. Yeah, pocket pivot entry, UAN, which is ag chemicals. Ooh, it's a down day though. We don't enter on down days. Keep an eye on UAN. Why it alerted it. That day as well. I'm going to double check on STZ. I might have missed that. Is it down? No, it's up. That's entry on STZ. To op fee right now. Okay. Great call pointing out CYN, Rebecca. CYN definitely where it's at today. CYN. And now that it's up and over yesterday's high, now it's a beginner. It's started. The move is starting here. So for multiple days now, you want to be in CYN. Love when you talk market or stocks, positions, and blend into real world. I don't know how I do it, Carl. Company never makes money. Don't buy it. Can't wait for class tonight. All right, later, Carl. UONE is moving up, says Ben. Okay, did I alert that as an entry? No. Great. I guess things changed. UONE. Yes, you alerted 3 days ago. Okay. Yeah, I see that. All right, good. Okay, well, this is an add-on point, Benjamin. Double up. I don't have it. So I would have rather had it where I alerted it. Good, Carl. Okay, well, this is the double up point. Breakout right here. And it's probably the last one. It's like, in a midday, it's showing strength in one last double up. Oh, fuck, really? I did? Somebody says, last week I said that CYN will go high Thursday. And look at today, you are 100% right. Wow. That's awesome. Thanks for reminding me of that. That's cool. And everyone. I think it was maybe Monday I said that. We had the big pullback. Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, it's not making a new high yet, but it is showing good positive movement. I'm trying to get some at 410. I believe I'll be able to get some at 410. It's hanging out there for a little while, but if it gets away from me, it gets away from me. I've got a lot of positions. I don't need it. I'm okay. Worry about me. Yes, tonight I wanted to talk about relative strength. Yeah. All right, we are 26 minutes into the market open, and CYN seems to be where it's at. I did, Carl? What did I say? I don't know. Really? All right. Well, that's kind of crazy. I freaking nailed that to the day. Thursday. Like what? Stocks are getting beat today at the moment, but if on the Qs we can hold 322. Oh, we didn't. We broke 322, and then we broke 321, and I really didn't want to see that. And if we break 320, that's really, really bad for the day. And it does indicate then that you should get out of positions that are not working, as far as if they're connected to the major market, like not a penny stock. So like Apple, that kind of stuff, and reduce your size, if not get all out. Trump versus Biden tonight, relative strength. Carl, I thought you were supposed to have left for the day. Yeah, that's too funny. What did I say yesterday? It was so funny, RJ. Jesus, man. I don't know. Something about you, I think it was RJ. I can't remember. It was so funny. How about Roblox? Somebody asks. Roblox going down to the ground. So let's take a look at the earnings on Roblox. Let me make sure I have the right information here. So Roblox projected to not be profitable through the end of next year. That's not a great sign for a company with a 75% margin. Like, fuck you. What are you doing? Like, there are companies with, like AutoNation with a 4% margin who turn a profit every month, who turn a profit every quarter. So what I was saying is, fuck you. Is that a better mic for you? So yeah, until Roblox can prove profitable, your money is going to be unprofitable. It's going to be used against you. Put your money in profitable companies. What's the most important fundamental, guys? The most important fundamental is the number one most important fundamental. Let's see if Faraz remembers it. What was that? I probably just bought, CYN. Okay, there we go. No, fundamental. No. Those are rules. I'm talking about fundamental. Dondrell's got it. Profit, EPS, earnings per share, earnings, profit. And then as important, almost equal, but probably just, like if that's 100 in importance, this one's 99.99.
is revenue. Revenue. And then the third one, margins. And then the most important factor for all of those, growth. What is it? What is this? Elon? What are you guys talking about? Elon? Why you guys both say Elon? What did I say? What are you guys talking about? Most important factor is Elon? How did you both say Elon at the same time? Well, CEO, yeah. CEO is very important. I mean, obviously, Roblox doesn't know what they're doing. They have a 75% margin and they can't make money. And they brought in $500 million each quarter. They're a fucking virtual company, you know? Servers and coders are their costs. What the fuck are they spending all that money on? AutoNation with a 5% margin, making tons of money. They are laundering. Yeah, they probably are. They probably got people. They probably have like a room full of their money launderers who are like expert. What is it? Roblox players stealing money from kids. Or whatever. I don't know. Where the fuck is their? It has to come from the revenues. Like where is their money going that they can't be profitable? They're definitely doing some shady shit, and that's how you can tell. You guys want to pick good companies? Look at their earnings per share. They're buying yachts. That's okay because that's an asset. That would show up as profit. That's an asset. No, they're doing something shadier than that. And besides, when you buy a yacht, it pays for 2 years, 2,000 people's families, and they're all the people who worked on that yacht and built that yacht. It pays for their families, their children going to school, their education. You're supporting people if you buy a yacht. Absolutely. That's a good thing to do. You should buy more yachts. And also, you got the lumberjacks, everyone that it was in the chain for the last 2 years that built that yacht needs to be paid. They have a living to make. Buying yachts is fine. It's really good. It actually creates jobs. Creates new jobs like deckhands, chefs. We need those. People need jobs, and especially for the things that they love to do in life. There's nothing wrong with buying a yacht. We need to buy more yachts. That's a good way to stimulate the economy. Boeing going to break down here? All right. Anything else moving around, you guys? CYN pulled back. That's okay. It could be a multi-day thing, remember.
Alert.
Well, you need to be able to afford the maintenance and the crew, But yeah, a yacht generates tons of wealth for people. I mean, the maintenance, what do you got? You got to use chemicals and stuff, so those are going to those employees that make the chemicals. It's good. Spending money on yachts all around is good. All right, the Q's just broke 320, says Dondrell. All right, Forge coming down to 30. Remember what I said. Forge at let's draw a little trend line down here. This is pretty much it right here. 30. So I'm going to buy a little bit more Forge here. As long as it's still in play and not breaking below yesterday's low or any prior lows, then it's still in play. No, it's not good that the Q's broke below 320. I'm going to go look at that now. There's a lot of price levels here at 319, and it's acting like it just wants to plow right through them. There it is. It just plowed right through them. It's at 318.57. Just not good. And we are having a projected higher sell-off volume today than the last time we sold off this hard was the Ukraine-Russian war began. So it's been like 3 months. We haven't had a hard sell-off day like this for 3 months. This is a big one. There's a lot of resistance in this congested area, so that doesn't necessarily mean you can short it. Don't be doing that. But what you want to do is not be long. Yeah. Oh, I know for us. It seems wasteful for the person, but in that sense, it's extremely generous for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do need to be quite wealthy in order to be blowing money on yachts and all the crew and the maintenance, or renting them, or leasing, whatever it is, like you just said. Um, but yeah, that's some of the highest generosity. Buying a yacht, that's some of the highest generosity, because that is some of the most wasteful ways to have money, to use the money that you have. It's not wasteful to others, though. It's very useful because they get the money. But yeah, to your net worth, yeah. However, so it's, getting a yacht's one of the most generous things that people can do for society. Well, Mac, yeah, that depends on if you can prove that you're doing business on it. Yeah, it can be you can have a corporation buy the yacht, yeah. But it doesn't matter. You're helping people. The reason why you're getting the tax incentives is because other people are getting the money. A write-off doesn't just mean you don't pay taxes. It means it's because you gave that money to shit that the government supports. It's an incentive. A write-off is an incentive. It says, hey, you gave the money to, employees. When you pay an employee, that's a write-off for you. Why? Because now they have the money. It's benefited society. You created jobs, you provided sustained employment, so therefore it's a tax write-off. The tax system is built to provide people with the best lives. And if somebody wants to spend a whole lot of money doing that, fine, because they're rich, great. The money doesn't just go nowhere. I think people think that, like, when a billionaire buys a yacht, the company that built the yacht takes the money and then just burns it. Like, they think that, oh, he bought a yacht. He converted his money into a yacht. Yeah, like it's just free. Like the yacht, just like, here's the money for the yacht. Thanks so much. Yeah, we sell yachts, so man, sucks. But yeah. No, you just paid for about 2.5 years, 2,000 families, in Canada in the United States to put their kids through college, roofs over their head, housing. I mean, you talk about free housing. I mean, that's what billionaires are doing when they're buying a yacht. They're providing housing for thousands of people. You don't think of it that way if you're a communist or an asshole or a socialist, but it is. It is true. That's what happens. That's right. Yeah, it's an incentive. Did you see where people egged Bezos' yacht because it was so big? He had to dismantle a 100-year-old. I can guarantee you it was not a capitalist that egged the yacht. It was not a conservative that egged the yacht. It was likely a socialist or a communist who doesn't understand economics and wealth building and how to create a wealthy, prosperous society. What they want is utopia, which is fiction. You can read about it in books. That's called fiction. All right, CYN starting to come back up now. And this morning session is quite boring. We're moving down. Where was that short? I want to check on that. What was the ER short? Who had that? There was an ER short we were going to watch this morning. Shopify. I think I remember there was a lot of resistance on that. All right, well, the market's going down, so and that's something that's going down, so that's an okay short. All right, yeah, I'm going to conserve my energy. See you guys tonight in class for members only at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, members only class. All right, see y'all later. That's right. See you in the group.